Hey guys, so today I'm back with another tag video, and today it is the Crazy Book Buying Obsessions tag. This tag was created by Jack from ReadingWithJack, and I honestly haven't seen his channel, so I'm sorry to Jack for not seeing his channel, but I'm assuming it's a pretty good channel, seeing as he has created a pretty awesome tag. I'll leave his link below. I'll go and see his channel and leave his link and give credit where credit is due. Number 1, do you have an obsession with buying books? Yeah, I do. If I didn't, I probably wouldn't be on, I wouldn't be doing booktube videos, and I wouldn't be doing this tag. Because, like, if it's no, then it's like, well, what are you doing? So, yeah, I do have an obsession with buying books. Number 2, when, where, and how often do you buy your books? I usually buy books maybe once a month. Most likely off of Amazon, just because they have the cheapest prices around. But if I really can't help myself and I want a particular book and I do not want to wait for it to come through the mail, I'll head down to my local Barnes & Noble and pick it up. The second part of the second question is, do you go with anyone else or just by yourself? Since I mostly do online shopping, then it is a solitary task. But even at the bookstore, it's usually by myself. Unless I have somebody who wants to go with me, and I usually warn people, it's like, we're going to the bookstore, like, just so you know. Number 3, what kind of things attract you to books? When browsing them. I don't know. If it's something that's been recommended to me, that kind of attracts me, or if I've heard a lot of buzz, I'm like, well, what's this about? If it's a #1 seller, then again, it's like, why is it so popular? But if I don't know anything about the book, usually the cover. I know that's probably wrong, but if it's an interesting cover and it's an eye-catching cover, then I'll tend to want to pick it up and read the blurb on the back and skim it a little bit more. Is there a specific genre of book you automatically go to? At the bookstore, not really. I usually start at the front and work my way back. But I guess I do have a tendency to read a lot of YA. A lot of my collection is YA and adult contemporary fiction. So, yeah. And if it's on Amazon, then it's usually whatever's recommended to be my Amazon or whatever is a popular book. Because I do tend to read a lot of bestsellers because I really want to know why are they bestsellers. Although I haven't read the 50 Shades of Grey series, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Number 4, do you prefer to buy new or used books or a mixture of both? I prefer new. Always, always, always new. There's nothing wrong with buying used. I don't know, it's just that I really like having really nice, perfect, clean pages. And so sometimes when you buy used, you know, you don't always get a perfect cover or nice flat pages or anything like that. So always new. Besides, there's not really much of a difference. Especially when buying off of Amazon, there's not much of a difference. It's usually, I think, even cheaper to get them new. So new. Number 5. How much are you willing to spend on books each month? For me, it's usually no more than $50. I mean, I'm willing to spend more, but there's really no need to because I only read about 3 or 4 books a month anyway. I'm a pretty slow reader, so 3 or 4 books for me is fine. I know some people can really go through an ass load of books and they're reading like 10 books in a month, and if you can read that much and you can read that fast, then awesome sauce to you. But no, I'm a slow reader, so for me $50 is fine. Number 6, have you ever gone on a book buying ban? Yeah, sometimes I have. I put myself on one a few times just to get through all my unread books because they were staring at me in the face and they were like, read me. So yes, I have gone on a book buying ban, although I usually quit it after maybe a couple months because I really want to buy books. It's like, I love the feeling of going and picking out a new book and coming home and just admiring it and looking at it and enjoying it and holding it. Sometimes just holding a book makes me feel a lot better. Wow. Is that sad? Let me know if that's sad. 7. How long does it take you to get around to reading recently bought books? Not that often. I usually buy 2 or 3 books at a time anyway, so usually a couple days. Because I spend a few days just carrying it around with me and like look at the new book I bought. So, but after the whole novelty of its newness wears off, I open it up and I start reading it. And it usually takes me about a week to a week and a half to get through a book, no matter how long it is. If it's a 300-page book or if it's an 1,000-page book, I can usually read it in about a week to a week and a half. So, yeah, and I think that leads into the next question, which is number 8. Do you prefer to buy a lot of shorter, cheaper books or more longer, or just a few larger, more expensive books? Not again, but because I buy a lot of books on Amazon, there really isn't a problem with the book length. Because Amazon does tend to have pretty reasonable prices for no matter what book you're buying. For example, the other day I wanted to pick up a Game of Thrones, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of and have read. But at Barnes & Noble, it's $17 for the paperback. And to me, that just seems really expensive. So I went on Amazon, and on Amazon it's only $10, which it's really a reasonable price. So really, the point of my story is just buy everything on Amazon. You'll save a lot of money. Number 9, anything else to say about this awesome obsession? Wow, I can't read. Not really. I think everybody who's obsessed with books is awesome, and I think everybody who isn't obsessed with books is awesome, but not as much. Yeah, I guess books are for everybody, so that's it. And then number 10, who are you tagging? I tag everyone. If anybody even sees this, because this is a new channel, I tag you. Feel free to do it. I'll leave everything in the comment bar below so you guys can do it. But yes, that's the entire crazy book buying obsessions tag. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.